Marty, so we're here to talk about relationships.
I love relationships.
You know, it's interesting. So many people have so many challenges with relationships. So let's start off with first of why do you think most people struggle with relationships?
Well, it depends on what kind of relationship you're talking about. There are physical relationships, intimacy. There are business relationships, which is a different kind of intimacy. And there's friendship relationships. Which one are you interested in?
All of them, I suggest.
Oh!
Well, let's talk a little bit about why most people struggle with really having that deep relationship.
How many times have you heard everybody say, it all starts with you? That's because it's a true statement. It does start with you. But just because it starts with you doesn't mean you know what to do.
So it's interesting. Let's talk about self-love in relationships. How does that impact us?
We protect ourselves. When we get hurt, we protect ourselves. Men will put on those coats of armor like, you know, the 16th century when you're going to go to battle. Women are more delicate. We put on a mesh armor. You can't pierce either one of them. I'm not going to get hurt because nobody's breaking that armor. They also will, knowingly or unknowingly, toss it out. If I toss out self-love, I'm not lovable. If I'm not lovable, I can't get hurt.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about, because we as we know, it starts at the cellular level.
Yes.
So how does childhood trauma affect us in relationships today?
Trauma is a big word, and it affects so much of your entire life. Programming as a small child. When we're like from birth to 10, our brains have not developed enough for reason. So logic, so everything we hear, we believe and we take in. Well, my mom had to work 2 jobs because my dad left us for another woman and he's an alcoholic and all these horrible things. So we had to rent. The landlord took all my mother's money. Therefore, the landlord is bad. Therefore, property owners are bad. It just is continuous. That's a form of trauma to extreme. I've had women that have been brutalized by their fathers and their mothers knew it. That stays with you, my darling heart. That stays with you. That can't be handled with words. It has to be eliminated. I mean removed on a cellular level. The only way that's permanent.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest challenges people have in relationships, they'll get into a relationship, it won't work out, they'll blame the other person, and then 6 months they're back in the same situation, another person but the same relationship. So they're on this wheel, and they can't get off.
Yeah. I talk about the golden wheel all the time, and it's a golden, beautiful golden wheel, and you're in it and you can't get your feet out of the spokes until you look up and say, oh my God, there's a better golden wheel right there. All I have to do is step up, and that's what we do. It's that simple with a few little other things added.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. How does energy affect relationships?
There's all kinds of energy. There's good, bad, and indifferent. We all understand that energy. Did you know there's levels of energy? There's the ground level, which is good, and sometimes you get what you want. You wish for things, and sometimes you get them. But if you work at the grid, I encourage you to Google the grid. Scientists will tell you there is a definite connection between energy in the universe and the cells in your body. Well, logic tells me if there's a connection, I better learn about it. I better learn how to handle it. I better learn how to harness it. I better learn how to use it for my benefit. You bet you better. That's why we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's interesting when you tap into that right energy, the right relationships just show up.
Yes.
And they're effortlessly and easily.
And if the right person came by you right now, you wouldn't recognize him because you're not in a position. You're not ready. How many times does the right person have to come by before you say, I love myself unconditionally? Do you even know what unconditional love feels like?
So how can people get a hold of us or work with us to improve their relationships?
Well, you know, I understand that at the bottom of this little screen, there's that button you can push. Dave, show them how to push it.
Well, you know, if you're struggling with relationships, we like to improve your relationships. Maybe you're looking for your soul partner, maybe a business partner, whatever. You know, just reach out to us. We're here to support and help you on your journey. Our mission is really to help you wake up to the truth and the love that you truly are.
You see an example of someone that understands unconditional love. Do you want to see an example of someone that walks the walk? You're looking at him. You're absolutely looking at him.
Well, thanks. Well, we'd like to invite you to consider to have better relationships, and we're here to support you on your mission.
Thanks for watching.